Okay, so this is my week. Sorry for the shitty webcam, but webcam is better than no webcam, I guess. So start Monday, August 24th, August 26th. Um, I saw a few different things happen. Saw Asia High get taken earlier in the session, and what I was looking at was this zone here to either get respected or not. Minute I saw this 15, I think it was a 5 minute candle to be honest. I need to look back. Minute I saw this 5 minute candle close inside that zone, basically rejecting really hard. I started looking, oops, where is it? 5 minute candle that basically couldn't break the zone, and I saw this 1 minute. If you go back here, you can take a look at that. Essentially, I was looking at this zone to hold higher time frame. It's not even the right zone. What is this one? There we go. Basically, here's my zone. There's an imbalance right here, and I basically saw it failed to break highs after we tapped into here. So on the 30-second, or it's on the 15-second, but I don't believe we had enough. I took a short straight off of this, assuming this zone was going to get mauled through. What it did. Obviously, I didn't target all that. I don't believe. I'm not sure what I targeted, to be honest. And at this point, there was basically nothing to the left other than lows to just take out. So genuinely, I mean, I don't recommend this unless you have really good conviction in like your higher time frame. I just covered zones, covered highs, and just placed a 1-to-1 here. And then on this 15-second, there was a tap into this. And I was taking the break of the low to then tap, to then take another 1-to-1. And the target was this 15-minute zone right here. I took the whole thing, so the whole sell to buy, meaning here's the wick, started, and then made the push up. So I took the whole thing from top to bottom. Had lows in front of it. I wasn't sure if we were going to reverse off of this zone, so I just basically scaled out of positions. I ended up dropping for the rest of the day. I really didn't take anything else. But I did not anticipate dropping this far at all. Next time, or next, we had a 1 hour low right here, or whatever you want to call it. Would have been a really great trading session, to be honest, if I saw this. But I noticed a lot is like the first 15 minutes to an hour, we tend to get a move. Either we get into a move, we take out some lows, form a bullish or bearish idea, or we'll be in a zone like this, we'll wick above, still not invalidating the zone 100%, and then we'll just trade. Basically, we're trading up like this. You get some sort of rejection the first 5, 10, 15, sometimes it takes about an hour, and then we trade the opposite direction. I haven't found enough evidence that points me to trading with London session or against London session before New York. But what I did notice is New York's pattern is we usually push up and then we'll reject something. Either we take out highs, we take out Asia, we tap into a zone, or I'll just take like a candle confirmation. We push up, see a 15-minute candle bearish like this, and then we see a big wick. Basically, we're rejecting. I'll look on the 15-minute to basically fade, or look on the 1 minute to basically fade all the trend that's been going on, all these zones, this zone, this zone. I'm trying to get in bearish here, and then basically trade through all of this. I believe there's one day this week that we didn't get that, but we open up here, first 15-minute, we take out a low, bullish. We could have been long here. Pretty good, pretty obvious. And then if you did take longs, I would most likely take them to, obviously this is hindsight, so these highs. Reason is like, look at how much volume is behind these candles. A lot of times when there's volume, it's like a huge drop, and then some consolidation, and then tons of volume followed. Like sort of like this day, we don't see these zones hold. I mean, bearish candle, basically trading against volume, which is not ideal. By the looks of it, we then pushed up, came back into a 15-minute zone. It's probably a 5-minute zone refined a little bit here. And then again, this is my intention-based stuff. Failed to take out the high. Whether there's a zone here doesn't really matter, but we failed to take out the high after we tapped into here. So I mean, I'd go bearish here, wait for this candle. Then we start seeing rejection around here. Very rarely is it like a sideways movement and then a push up. We usually see it go right through on NASDAQ. So we'll take that stuff. Again, same sort of thing that happened earlier. We were in a zone, we whipped the high, rejection, and all my trades, I couldn't get into it. There was one position here, I believe. I just didn't like taking it because we were dropping. But again, like that's the stupidest shit in the world. A lot of times we'll just like fall off the face of the earth, and then I won't take my shorts like this. I won't even look at this one. And then I'll miss like the actual like drop in the rest of the move just because I'm like it's kind of weird. I mean, like after we fall off the whole entire morning to then try and take shorts like even here. But then of course I waited a lot longer, waited for more price, and then we tap into like a 2, 3, 4 minute zone. Spotted this, didn't take it short, spotted the next one to take it short, completely lost. At this point, fuck, I don't even know what I was looking at. I was like getting kind of tilted because I remembered this trade and just completely missed it. But I was trying to go off of, I believe there's some zone here, higher time frame, like probably 5 minute or whatever, and trying to take like an S&D 2.0 off of this. If you look here, spread even with a tick did not tap me in. So like even though the spread is a tick, it did not tap me in this trade here. And so if I was smart, I'd be taking the 2 minute zone here and be like, okay, it's super damn close by 1 tick or 2 ticks. It's not worth taking. And then I got completely tilted off of that. We tap into a higher time frame. You can see like the buy to sell stuff over here. It's probably a 5 minute if we replay. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe 3 minute. Yeah, 3 minute. We tap into it. I wouldn't be going short because we pretty much tapped the 5 minute, but it's like there are reasons not to short in case this holds, and I am over here trying to long it, or reasons to short if it holds. I'm literally right before market close trying to long this to make back at least one of my losses. So a little stupid. Didn't take this sell. Completely valid. Sell because it's based on a higher time frame thing. Let's move on. Right here. Oh shit. Let's get this going. So that's what we just covered. So 15 minute again. Try to see what we're looking at here. This is one of the days we didn't get any rejection. We didn't trade down lower and then trade up higher. We took a lot longer before we reversed, which is not typical. We usually trade down then go up, or we trade up and then go down. I was looking to see like all of the highs, so basically right here, looking to see all the highs taken, and so that's why I was like kind of FOMOing the longs here, because if we take a look here, like this is like almost picture perfect. I don't believe ES took the highs. Let's take a look actually. Yeah, so I don't think ES took the highs. So I was kind of like, I was like, oh, this is easy money to take all the longs here. So if we dial it back down here on the 1 minute, took this trade, took it into the zone here. Should have held it up to the highs. Thank God I didn't, because I would have missed it damn near. This is kind of a shitty-ish trade, but let's go to the 5 minute. I don't know if that was a 5 minute. Okay, so I marked out this whole entire 5 minute zone and then refined it to 2 different 1 minute zones. I was like, okay, we're either gonna react here, looking to take the highs, or react here, looking to take the highs. And so I refined it to this zone right here. It's a very clean, perfect candle. Very clean, perfect candle. Didn't expect this, by the way. Like I expected us to fully tap 1-to-1 and then either just drop. Didn't think this huge reaction would have happened. If anything, it would have been a tap into here to then go to this zone and then continue down, or we're just gonna fly up for the rest of the day, take the highs out. But it's not what happened. Took the bottom zone, and like if we take a look here, my TP was like right here, so it's like a tick or two away, and it's kind of annoying. Later in the day, took the short right here. Was gonna hold this to 1RR, but TradingView was having issues closing positions, so I ended up taking it out at 2RR because I wasn't able to close this position until right here. So ended up working in my favor. If I took a loss here, it would have been pretty damn annoying, not gonna lie. And then take a look at my last day. I mean, hindsight, you can just see like, okay, we took out a low, we then get that bullish candle. Or if we zoom out, we can take a look at the range. Right here, we tap into a zone. We should just like slice through this low. We didn't see a rejection after lows get taken, so this is kind of a bullish idea. I traded super early in the morning, essentially taking really shitty trades because I was pretty damn close. It was like a trade or two away from passing my funded futures. Alright, so we get to this day. This was today. Genuinely did not look at higher time frame. Like, yeah, this is probably one of the cleanest days this week. We have a 30-minute zone here, 50-minute zone, whatever you want to call it. Tap into it at market open. What do I usually say? First 15, 30, 45 minutes, we get the reversal. And it's in a zone, no highs get taken. These are the cleaner days when there's no highs that get taken. It's just a zone. Literally marked out reversal perfectly after the fact, right? I would say 2020. Took this trade looking 1-to-1. This was, I think this was to pass my account. No, I needed 2 trades or like a 1-to-2. So it was like, okay, we're just gonna take 2. Here's my 1-to-1 would be right here. Barely missed it. Basically, then got taken out. Then I'm like, okay, looking long still, not knowing the higher time frame. But if we were to flip this, like, okay, we took a short, we're short here again, lost the trades. I mean, we can just zoom out. If we just were to like think about this, higher time frame bearish, zone, untapped, unmitigated. If you didn't want to take this, that's fine. You could then verify it with like a, take a look right here, take the candle close, you can cover the zone. There's a whole bunch of different ways to do this. And then if you didn't get the entry, there's quite literally another entry right off of it. And then we just fall off the planet. Yeah, so essentially, like, there was some good trades here. Like, if you wanted to either confirm candles or whatnot, like, you can take this. I've been messing around a little bit with taking like the buy stop through this and then covering the zone for 1R, so it'll mitigate a lot of losses, and I saw a pretty good win rate. Maybe take higher time frame with this. I saw like it's like a 70% win rate, 1-to-3 or 3-to-1. As long as like the context is good and everything's like perfectly lined up, like this would have been. But I always have my higher time frame bias really like together, and then I'll take 1-to-1s or 1-to-2s, and I'm just like seeing the amount of money I'm trading fluctuate that amount is like kind of scares the shit out of me, respectfully. So I might size down and then take a lot less risk and aim for a higher RR, because it's like higher time frame was super perfect. Take this entry short, and it's like, dude, like just take a look at like all the lows here. Like I have no idea what the hell I was doing, to be honest. And then we could target higher time frame lows. I believe this is a 15-minute. This is hindsight again, but it's like we either target higher time frame lows, or we target 15-minute zone right here, or we target higher time frame 50-minute here. It's like you can, there's a whole bunch of obvious targets too, right? So or you target this low down here. But genuinely, like, this was probably the best day of the week, and I just fumbled it because I was trying to pass. But we finished 17RR up for the month. Today is August 30th. Yeah, so August 30th, 17RR. I believe it was going to be 20 if I wasn't stupid a few days ago, taking like dumb trades, and especially today, like, I don't know exactly what I was doing. But yeah, contextually, higher time frame is pretty much there. I don't confirm these on 1 minute to take the reversal. Like, I mean, we can zoom in here. On the 1 minute, we could take the low. It's like, okay, it doesn't look like there was anything anyways, but I'll confirm it with like a 15-minute. Like, we swept the low, and then boom, we're going bullish. And I expect, because we swept the low and going bullish, like highs, like it's like kind of picture perfect, obviously. You take your zone like this, so your higher time frame is established right here up to the 15-minute. Would have been right here. The higher time frame is established. So boom, you take this 1-to-1. I like to have kind of fake zones. So 1-to-1, 1-to-2, failed the high to break. So it's then like we're either gonna trade down into here and then continue up, or especially after this is kind of weird. We're kind of just ranging at this point. We're sitting between these two. I don't even remember what happens here. Okay, yeah, to be honest, most likely would have caught none of this. I mean, you could see, oh, obviously, buy zone, boom, comes up, buy zone, boom, comes up, buy zone, boom, comes up, buy zone, doesn't get tapped, buy zone gets tapped, buy zone gets tapped right here. It's like, obviously, you can zoom in on all this shitty price action and then find good trades, but, like, honestly, like, the 1-to-1 is pretty great because it's like you don't know where the hell you're going. S&D 2.0, break up, pull back, break up, pull back. You could take this 1-to-1 and you're fine. It's kind of like these zones for me hold like 60% of the time. So it's like if we have no bias going into it, we can just basically take bullish and bearish trades with no context 1-to-1 and it will basically work long term as long as you're like not too dumb about it. Like I don't know, have a little bit of like not context, but just like profitable edge discretion, so to speak. Like yeah, it's like sort of clean. I mean, we just draw 1-minute zone, we tap, we fall down. Okay, we didn't get in that entry, that's fine. SD 2.0 confirms that. That's built right off of that. And then we can take this. Where are we gonna take shorts to? Either this zone, you might use a 2-minute if you'd like. It depends like how great your entry is. If you don't like this, you can take the candle close entry. So you tap in, you take the sell stop right here, cover the candle right here, you cover a tick above, and of course, like I'm gonna get stopped out here, but I won't hit TP from there. One tick away doesn't hit TP. One tick away will hit stop loss. Or again, I was experimenting with these, but you got to be honest with yourself. Like, are you really gonna take a 21? 21 points? Yeah, 21 point stop loss right there, or are you just gonna take the zone? Like, really, you gotta be honest with yourself. So yeah, you finish the day. I mean, this shit just writes itself. 1-minute zone taps, goes up. All right, 1-minute zone. That's already tapped for me, so I want to take that entry. But again, it's like kind of picture perfect stuff. Obviously, hindsight, I can see everything in the world. I mean, taking longs and shorts. Like, okay, 2-minute zone right here. Would you take it straight off of this when there's one below? Probably not. So if you're not going to take it like this, draw both of them out, confirm the candle on the tap. It's like if there's 2 zones, confirm one. And if it taps the bottom one, just take the entry. It's like if this stops right here. And so, I mean, you're looking at a 2-minute. That's great. It's last tapped into here. It's not mitigated yet. So on the 1-minute, it's like, okay, there you go. The 1-minute would be all the way at the top here. You could use that candle. You can use this candle. It's kind of up to you. But if you see the 2-minute tap and then the rejection and you're kind of in bumfuck nowhere, like meaning like this, you're not going to see it tap this 2-minute and fall face to the earth. You're just looking for like a quick scalp. 2-minute would be this. It's like, okay, we tap here and then we fall down. Are you really going to take a 1-to-1 at the 1-minute tap? Like, probably not. That's a little stupid. That's like being pretty ambitious. And yeah. I do get wicked out a lot of stuff. Like I'll be looking long here and then I'll get wicked out. Sure, you could just drop the time frame down and probably figure out, oh, it tapped this zone. But it's not really the point. Like, I do get flushed out by like the way I trade too. So it happens. As long as you're like pretty consistent with the way you're trading, you're pretty much good. So yeah, this is my week. Up 17R for the month. This is split between personal, and this is also split between my forex funds or my rip, my funded futures. So yeah, sounds good, guys. Best of luck next week and the following week and the year and the quarter and whatever.